There's a lot of stuff in the news at the moment, especially in and around what's going on with the tariffs and with Trump. Steve, can I get your opinion first? What's been unfolding in the last couple of weeks?
Well, the first observation I have is that it's extraordinarily fluid. It's changing like crazy. And the fact that we now have to watch Twitter to figure out what the next foreign policy move is nuts to me, but that's the way it is. So last week, Trump announced the 10% on the remaining 300 billion of goods, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. And China retaliated with some currency moves and also a pledge basically to not buy U.S. agriculture. So this is the same tit for tat battle, but it's escalating. It's getting far worse than I expected it to be. A year ago, I didn't expect it to amount to much. So it's moving quickly. There's a lot of changes. And I have to tell you, I see Facebook, people trying to help each other on Facebook, and massive disinformation, massive mistakes being made. It's really important that people understand what's really happening with their product. So talking to their freight forwarder and getting true information about their specifics really matters, especially if they're going from China to the United States. It's really changing rapidly.
Makes sense. And Kian, what's your take?
Yeah, and exactly, just to sort of elaborate on what Steve was saying, China, I mean, there's a lot of news about it yesterday. They devalued their currency to the lowest it's ever been in over a decade. And now like $1 is about 7.1 or 7.07 RMB. And consider that compared to May last year, $1 was 6.25 RMB. So it's devalued more than 10%. So what that really means for like Amazon sellers is that your supplier is gaining 10% more without actually doing any more work. So how to sort of play that in your favor is...
Hold on to that thought, because I'm going to ask you about that a bit later, about some tactics on that.
Yeah. Yes. So basically what Steve was saying, it's constantly changing. Like things are happening in the news, and you really just have to be informed by the best sources, and don't go to sort of Facebook for your information. Kind of ask the experts, ask your forwarders and things like that, and really try and figure out the best way to sort of play it into your own advantage.